have it like, okay, here's all the stuff that we talked about to make sure that everything's good. Okay, so now let's go to Southern. Come on, Southern Florida Living, right?
Yep, Southern Living.
Southern Living.
RE.
I'm an idiot.
Southern Living. RE.com.
Okay. Okay, so now you saw the video that I did, and did you get a chance to see the tasks that are in Asana?
I did look at some of the tasks that were in there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the thing that I would do is look at. Let me go to Southern Living. Is look at this is the question that you sent out way back when. Now the current roster is and this is not the current roster, right? Is there new people that need to be added?
There is.
You want this to be changed? You put this in yesterday. You want that to be
right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that a couple people did not have photos. There should be, I think there should be 9 total right now, but I know I've got at least one new agent coming on within the month. So, but yes, and I know some of the people were missing some information, so I can, I can input that.
Well, I mean, okay, so but let's make so let's do this. Let me get down here and Wendy's to do, and then you just put in the things that you see that you need to do on your side that we can't do, and then because what I'm going to do is this is not just like us getting our stuff done and then you having to do stuff. I want it to where whenever that like we're going to look at all these tasks and look at everything, and then we're going to let's say we have all our stuff done and you're like, yeah, I got to input this. Then I will get someone to help you input it. Whatever it is, whatever. We just want it to where no matter who's. And
some of the stuff like I'm not familiar with, like the blog. I have no earthly idea. I'm not a tweeter. So if there's stuff that you say you really need to do this if you post something once a week because it's going to put you from page 4 on a Google search to page 1. If there's something that you say, no, I really feel strongly about this, this is really going to help you get exposure, tell me, and, I'll try to learn how to do it or, try to, emphasize it. But, I don't know what's important and what's not because I'm not a big techie,
Yeah, no problem. And that's just stuff that after we're done, we'll totally do that. Like, we'll get you video tutorials and basically I'm going to make after this is all done and you're like, yep, everything's in, I'm then going to make you a action plan. You're going to see a video of me drawing on a big white piece of paper. Like, okay, here's where you're at today. Here's the things that you need to do for, first step, second step, third step. And here's you as the manager of your internet presence needs to make sure it is happening on a monthly basis. And then what can you give to your real estate agents to do that will help them and you? Example.
Right. Exactly.
Take photos of great, kitchens and bathrooms and dining rooms and living rooms, and put that into a Dropbox of photos because that can be used on Pinterest. It can be used in making and I don't know your area, but what's the main city that you want to get ranked for?
Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant. Okay. So basically you could say kitchens of Mount Pleasant. It'd be a YouTube video that would just have all the gorgeous kitchens that are in Mount Pleasant. And then people will find that. They'll go, oh, yeah. And they get so excited because that's, kitchens and man caves and all that stuff. They get everyone excited. So that's one thing that you could do that doesn't take them anything. All they do is they click it and they upload it to Dropbox and bam, it's all there. And then you I'll show you, inside the site, you can make videos. So you can just pop them in there, or have an assistant. The biggest thing is if, because you're going to be, when you get enough staff, you get, you've got 9 people, when you get, 20, you're just going to be too busy. So if you can, right after we get done with this, have a system in place that takes like one of your people that, like as an assistant that wants to be, that wants to learn more, you can show them how to do some of these things. And this is very simple. You just take the photos, you put them in a video, and the kitchens or bathrooms or man caves of Mount Pleasant, and then in the video below, the text below the video, you keyword it to where it links them back to your website. I have clients that say, dude, I got a lead, I got a listing that I for because of a YouTube video that you guys did in my account, and it's $1 million listing. And I've had other people, on the low side say, hey, I got a $200,000 listing because of a video. So it's just funny how they find you. And then the other thing we'll do is we'll help you with your agents getting groomed on the internet. They're Trulia, Zillow, and Homes accounts. They're free accounts, done in a way, and them answering questions on the forums that then get buyers and sellers looking at them, Googling them, and then finding your company stuff, and then basically every time that they have a good experience with the information that's out there, it's building up value, and they're anonymously selling themselves on that agent and your company. So I'll show you how to get that in, so that like you said, you're not a tweeter, but I'll show like other people in your market be like, well, how did Wendy get all of a sudden get social media dialed in? And how it's gonna be like, they're not gonna understand, but it's something that you'll be able to have, that it'll be a checklist. You won't need to check with us, you won't need to talk to anybody. It'll be out for you saying, these are the things you need to do or watch,
right,
that are done every month. Okay, so that's where we're gonna end up. But for now, and here I put after sale action items Wendy team needs to implement. Here I'd like you to put in tasks of things that you're thinking about. You're like, I need, how do I use the blog? How do I, Facebook? How do I, whatever? You put the questions in here, and then I will put in, answers. But yikes!
All right,
so we're good there. Okay, so basically, so now of the things that you saw, and like let's go back to the video for a second, because was there anything that you disagreed on, that you thought, well, no, I want to keep that, or is there anything that I missed that you want added?
The T above. Yeah, that one right there. I don't know why that's there. The features that did not work for me whenever I went to like view area homes by school, on that right there on the left.
Right.
When I click on that, and it takes you choose an area. So I choose Mount Pleasant. Okay, then you go to hit elementary school, and it didn't do anything for me once I hit elementary school. Right. It just came back up. Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, so search.
And it seemed to be that way kind of with when you're narrowing down by areas or subdivisions. None of them seem to work past, like the subdivisions would come up with 0 results. So if you search by school, if you search by subdivisions, none of them would go further than the first choice.
Let's go back to that. So let's go to,
okay.
Where's a search by subdivision?
It was on some of the, I think maybe on the search, popular area searches maybe.
Yeah, see, and this is the thing. When I'm looking at this, I don't, like, it seems like you mentioned in your voicemail to me that you had photos. Where were the photos on this site? Like you said it had like photos showing up.
Yeah, whenever when you used to go to my website, below the introductory little paragraph buyer seller reports, there were about 50 little squares with pictures of homes that had the subdivision name underneath them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where.
Yeah.
It would,
Yeah.
you know, it would be like those little buyer seller reports, and then there was like a whole page you would just keep scrolling, and it would be all these different communities all over from all over.
Let's see if it's, no, it's not there. Okay, so let's go.
I think the one that he had copied, you know, my template, and I don't know if it's on the template, was that, I think, like some Florida, Palm Beach, or Welcome to Palm Beach, or.
Like this kind of.
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Well, so we need, and.
I'm not so keen, because to me, if somebody comes to my website, they may or not be local. To me, it would be the most important thing is going to have a map, like we have the little small map, so that people can see, you know, this is the peninsula of Charleston. To the north is Mount Pleasant. To the south is, you know, also Charleston, but considered West Ashley. You know, then you got Folly Beach. To me, it's more important for them to see the layout of the Charleston and surrounding areas, so that if they know, okay, I want to be in downtown Charleston, so I'm going to be looking in Charleston, or I want to be in Mount Pleasant, so what other areas are, you know, that would be, you know, kind of the most important, I think, is, you know, having the areas identified, and then to kind of work down from there. Okay, you know, search homes by area, first of all. You know, do you want to be in Charleston? Do you want to be in North Charleston, Mount Pleasant? You know, and then narrow down from there. Once you go, okay, no, I want to be at Mount Pleasant. Okay, well, are you looking for any particular features? You know, homes with pools, new construction. But they can kind of do all that in the search feature. You know, you can say, you could choose your city. You can choose your, you know, a feature. It needs to have a pool, or it needs to have a formal dining room. You know, you can do all that in your search function. So I don't think Wayne was kind of saying that he kind of wanted to do, you know, these search features, like search for homes with pools, search for, you know, golf communities. But to me, you can be in a golf community, and you can be in the hood, and you can be in, you know, $1 million properties.
Right.
So you're gonna. I think it's most important to narrow down your areas first, and then, you know, look for the features that you would like.
Right, but that can be done in the search function. What I'm looking at now is the front page. So in the front page, the header's fine, the logo's fine. The navigation is missing the agents, the ability to see agents.
And yeah, the associates is missing. You know, the associates. I would like to have where it says more. You know, I would prefer the main tab to say like local partners or vendors or something, because I would like to have more of the people referrals for people that are associated, you know, attorneys and contractors and handymen and landscapers and that kind of stuff. I would like to have a section for that, and then your local info and your community both have like that's featured communities, and that's all communities, and they do the same thing. So if we can combine one of those,
right? Well, when I have local info, have what you just talked about there: local vendors, local whatever. You know, you have local info, which is about about the area, and then local vendors, and just what you said. Have that here.
Okay. And on that local info, if you scroll down a little bit on this home page, under the buying and selling reports, there's a all about Charleston. Mm-hmm. You know, you could even have that on the local info if you wanted. I mean, it's repetitive, but you know, that's got a lot of kind of information, but not a lot of pictures. You know,
right?
No pictures.
And I talked about it in the video that it needs to be the content needs to be dressed up. Okay, but here's the thing. So getting back to the homepage, you know, you've got the map here. I would have the map to the left and have the text wrapped around it. You know, just because of the balance. You know, you want people to see this,
right?
And then click on it. And then we'll put the associates in here, the communities. I would have like your top communities as a thing where when they click on it, it goes to that particular community page, which has a description of the area, and then it has the listings below, and that way you can showcase that, and then the local info, put in the stuff like you said. You want to have your local people listed here, so you can foster that.
All right, so quick question. On the community, is that where you said when you clicked on that, it would list the subdivisions like the one you just showed me from another website?
Yeah. Yeah, basically, so it would be like, let's see if they have it. I'm not sure if they have it. Yeah, they don't have it, so let me show you another one. Let's go to... it'd be like this. And then when they clicked on it, it would take them to the community page for... Now this is a different format. This is a WordPress format, but it's still the same structure. So it would have all the stuff that, like with Wayne's stuff, it has the same thing. You just have the listing. So, but in the navigation, it'll have the communities that you want to showcase. That way they can quickly go to it.
Okay. So, so like subdivisions.
Okay, but that's
for areas.
There's like James Island. James Island, is that a what would you categorize that to be?
James Island is a town. The address is actually Charleston, South Carolina, but it has a different zip code. Mm-hmm. But it's a town of James Island, but it's actually the city of Charleston, an address. So it's not going to say James Island, South Carolina on the address. It's going to say Charleston, South Carolina, but it's got its own specific zip code. So like Charleston itself, Charleston is downtown Charleston. There's also the James Island area of Charleston. There's also the West Ashley area of Charleston.
Right. In the geek side of things, those are sub areas of Charleston.
Of Charleston.
Right.
Right.
So you got to figure out what do you want to show here. We can't have 100 subdivisions showing up in navigation. It's going to get too busy. So you're going to have to come up with a community list. And community is a generic thing. It's not a city because it's not defined by whatever. It's whatever, like James Island is a community within Charleston. So you can put that in there. So I would pick your top areas and as the candidates for this community drop down.
Okay.
And so pick top areas.
There's just, if you're looking at all the areas of Charleston that I service, though, there's so many.
Yeah, but that's where, I appreciate that, but it's a thing where you have to look at, what areas are your main farming markets, and those are the ones you put in, because in the back, the site has pages upon pages of stuff that have like this site has way more content than you'll ever get with anyone else, because the search pages are made for you based upon all the areas, all the things that you set.
Okay.
So that's in the background right now. You've got to have like, here's my top farming markets. Now they're not going to know that, but the areas that you serve, and within that, they're going to be able to go to the searcher and then dial down the search to a specific area. That's already in the back, So what we're trying to do in the front here is get it to where, 1 second here. Let me just do this.
So if I do areas instead of actual subdivisions, say, like in Charleston, the areas of Charleston could be, Mount Pleasant, James Island, and even though James Island, Charleston, and west of the Ashley are all actually considered Charleston, that would be areas. So if they clicked on that particular area, then they could limit more from that.
Well, let me show you this. This is a site in Venice, Florida, and within Venice, these are the areas that she's farming. Now, Sarasota is its own city, and Venice is Venice, and Osprey,
Right.
they're all separate areas. But those are her communities, and communities can mean anything. It can mean another city. It can mean, it can even mean a slang. Like there's a in Dallas there's a place called the West End, and the West End is not defined by any zip code or
Right.
anything. It's just a group of things. And then in San Francisco, I forgot the name of it, but there's this group of homes that are in an area that has like 2 zip codes, but it's the whatever district, and those are homes that are 1930 homes, and they have a certain architecture, and people pay through the nose for them, and that's defined. And then
So how does the MLS, how does it pick up on those? Like, how does it link to those properties if it's not defined as like the city or town in the MLS? So you're
what we
pulling that
do.
category.
That's the geek stuff. We when you say like at this point, I wouldn't make this. We need to you're talking about sort of advanced things down the road. The site already has like the individual things, all these different cities. The site has content for it. It has a search string already there.
Right.
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 But
I agree.
Okay, but let's say you have a slang area. Let's say something does come up and you go, hey, the Red Moss district, is a series of type of homes, and they're all in this area. Then you can contact us, and we'll make a string, we'll make a search page result that cues any remarks in any field where they say Red Moss. So that way, all the properties that have the word phrase Red Moss in it will be displayed on that page. So that way it takes out, it makes it to where you can go after that. But for our purposes today of getting the site done within the parameters of what everyone is thinking, we just need to get the communities.
The big stuff.
Yeah, just give me 10 here that we can put in, and then so it's like this, and then later on. If you need like it broken down, like you don't have townships, but here's someone that we have cities, and then we have townships. So the cities are like this, and then the townships are here. So we can break it down, but for this phase, and when I say phase, I don't mean it's like an ongoing thing where we're doing changes. We're gonna lock all this down and get it to where it's 100% complete, and then when you need stuff, then we'll talk. But if you can get me 10 communities that showcase the 10 top areas that you're currently in and would like to be in, then we'll have that here. And then when they click on it, it'll take them to a community page, and it'll have an explanation about it, and then it'll have a thing. And let me log into your admin, and let's see if I can do this. Okay, so here, like there's a thing here that says set cities and areas, right? Well, this is a thing that we would do that you type in the area, you type in the subdivisions, the cities, and all that stuff, and it's going to bulk create a boatload of city pages, and so it'll make it to where you can like everything. All the areas that you service will have their own page, and I'll email you that so that you can get a better idea as far as how that works. Right now, the search, when we do the search, we go to searcher.asp, and we go to like an example. Here's. I don't know these areas, so I'll just.
I don't even know half of these areas are in the state, but aren't areas that that I service. So.
Okay, that's good for me to know. So we need to limit search database limited to clients, city, county, and zips. Will send Wendy master list to edit, and that is me.
Okay.
And we'll do that tomorrow. And then that way you've got, it's like, okay, you know what's up. You've got it to where you can
Right.
see what's happening, and then we'll get it down and narrow it down, and that will help with a bunch of this. But basically, let's go Glenn. Oops, got one more spell. Okay, so now, so like for this area, Mount Pleasant, this is what shows up. In the near future, you will have a Mount Pleasant page that'll have text up top and a couple things, and then it'll have this search results of all the properties, and that's going to be
Okay.
once you edit. And the reason why it's not done yet is because the city, zip, and county hasn't been edited. Once it's edited, then it'll make its all the pages and all the stuff, and every single community will have its own, and subdivision as well will have its own page, and whether
Okay.
there's listings there or not, it'll have its own page. And what happens is that you'll start ranking for all the for the subdivisions, you'll rank for that. But
Okay.
I need to double check that the data to see what's up, see that it's fresh, and then make sure that everything's correct. So, but this will happen here this week, that you'll be able to see
Okay.
all the pages. Okay, so now getting back to the front page. Oh yeah, okay. So see where it says view area homes by local schools.
Right.
Like here, what I'm seeing is that I don't see like I'm not seeing any title stuff. Like here, this should be more graphical. If you look at this mainline real estate thing, and you see how it has like a little graphical thing next to the
Right.
text. Is that okay for us to change that? Put something graphical in there, so it's like this or like this.
Yeah. As
Yes
long
or
as
no?
it's,
Yeah, if you
you know,
don't like
I want it easily. Like to me, when you go on that other website, it's graphical, but you got these little boxes everywhere, and it's a little distracting.
Mhm.
I find myself, you like got that one little, you're scrolling too fast. Like at the top, keep going right there. Okay. You got, well, I don't know where it went. I thought they had like the little search engine bar. Yeah. So you got this tiny little search engine bar. Then you got these three little, I don't know. I just like simple.
Okay,
But
so we'll leave it. I don't want to make
I
it
like
work for
color
you.
and I like pictures. Like I agree with you. I think you need some kind of, heading or, maybe an all about, all about Charleston at the top there or something. But
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this graphic over here and have this wrap
Okay.
around. I'll put a title up here, and then
Okay.
this I'll leave alone for the moment. And then like the popular searches didn't show up, and now they're here. So it could be some kind of loading issue, which I'll
well,
check.
and the popular searches when I think when I clicked on one of those earlier, I think you've already addressed this in the task, but they only went so far. They didn't go all the way through. And if you can go, yeah, I'll wait for you to do that comment and we'll go back.
Yeesh.
It's Sunday. Your fingers don't want to work.
Yeah. It's like, hey, what are you waking me up for? Okay, so. Okay, so where do you want me to go?
Go back to the home page on the left, back where it had popular searches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just click on one of those. All right. I don't know that that's accurate because there's two main communities that are retirement communities that I know have stuff for sale, or Del Webb and the Elms, and there's none of those properties showing up. So
Okay, so maybe on that list of properties that that we can get from you is where is it? Okay, send retirement property list, and it doesn't have to be. It's not all inclusive. It just needs to be enough to where you can see, okay, what's the, here's where the retirement, here's a true list of retirement
keywords.
Yeah, we're true list of retirement properties, and then let's look for the commonality of. He's going to look at the data and say, okay, here, they're all out of all the lists that Wendy sent us. They all seem to be pulling from field 27A. Okay, now let's make the retirement factor include 27A, and then that will suddenly make the list more robust.
Okay.
Okay, so now, and then I'll have them go through the list here to make sure that they're the deal. Now,
But real quick,
Sure.
So when you're doing those searches like that, now some would be, but you've got, well, I guess like lease to own would be a good one, and people would probably open to various areas there, just as same as retirement living. They would probably be open to various areas there. Under construction, you're going to get every area that's going to be a large, even though it is easy to use those. Yeah, see, there's 726. I mean, there's lots of new construction all over here.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess we could. Yeah, you can keep those categories.
Yeah.
It should be. I would say but you've got the search feature on the home page, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So here,
Not just a search by those, but an actual. Yeah. Okay. You got it right there. Okay.
So then let's go to the other thing. You have your search bar here. Stay connected, right? And then the testimonials. Do we have any testimonials? Let me go there for a second.
I've got a lot of testimonials, mostly mine, but I can get the agents to get some of theirs as well. But yeah, I've got at least 20.
It doesn't matter who they're from, as long as you have 20. That's good, because that basically, is what's needed. Because mainly the key to it is you keep doing what you're doing, and because it's your business, it's your company. Southern Living RE is you, and as a broker and an agent, and this is the one thing I had recently with somebody. And again, I have that performance thing where I do stuff, and my clients are required to do stuff. And so one of the things is I had a broker who doing gangbuster work, but none of his reviews, he had no testimonials, no one reviewing him on websites. He and his wife, and was doing nothing. And his agents were doing things. So if someone's looking at the business, they're mainly seeing that the broker is absent, and the agents are doing the work. Where with you, what you have is you're doing the work and your agents are doing the work. You know what I mean? As far as testimonials and stuff like that. And you want to keep doing that. Because you want the brand to be Southern Living RE, which has all these people saying great things, and then Southern Living RE agents that have great things being said about them. So you want to keep that going. Like what you're doing now is good. It's above, because a lot of people they want to they get lazy, and they want to put all the work on the agents, and the agents need to contribute, but you always want to make sure that that the company has a continual flow, even if it's just one mention a month. You want to have a continual flow of the broker brand doing great things. So keep doing what you're doing. Just add them into the site, and then we'll get it put here down. Where it showcases a testimonial, and then they can read them all, and then that helps.
Now, is that something that I do, like I log in and then go to the testimonial section? Is that something I upload myself?
Yep. And
Okay.
I'll have to find it here because his admin, we have this, I have a WordPress platform and I have a non-WordPress platform, and my console, he and I, developed this, but his is different than mine. So I'd have to find it, but I'll find it, and then let's see if I can find it quickly here. Okay. Site design. Let's see. Tools. Yeah, it's in here somewhere, and I'll send you. I'll put it into Asana with a screenshot of where it's at.
Okay.
Okay. So that's that, and now let's go to back to the home page. Okay. So at the top here, we're gonna change the navigation like we agreed. Like here, there should be a search where it actually hits search, and then this stuff, buyers and sellers, all that. Community, I need to get the 10 communities from you. Local info, I need to put in what you said, and we're recording this, so I can just go back to it and get it exactly what you said and put that in there, and then basically,
yeah, because we currently have the vendors under more, and I would like it, I guess, in the local info.
Yeah, and right, and we can have it, rather than just vendors, we can have it say something nicer so that it's like, oh, good, local info, oh, local things, blah blah blah. So that's that. So that's this part down here. Now the Charleston buying reports as a title, I would just say that this needs to be, these things need to be adjusted to a better visual, because it just doesn't look appealing. It's like, I don't know what's up. Where if it's like Charleston buying reports needs to be, so when I'm reading down here, I see the difference versus having to look to see what's up. Like the spacing isn't right, and this should be up right here.
Yeah.
And this should be
exactly.
It should be more organized so that I want to click on it. So
Right.
we'll get that done. And then down here, I would recommend putting back that communities at a glance, and then have it to where your top 10 communities are here, and they could click on it. It has a visual. They click on it and go from there. Is that something that you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good. Okay, so and then we'll fix the things down here. Like this should be done. Should be done. And then other than the video that I made before. And the Asana task, is there anything that we're missing that needs to be done so we're done?
Let me look and see. Okay, got the okay, on the there was on the financing tab, I think on the home page, if you go under the under buyers, maybe go under buyers.
Hold
on. Not there. Oh, wait. Go back. All right. See on the left, get financing information right away. If they put their name on there, where does that go?
It's supposed to go to you.
Oh, okay.
Well, here, let me just do this. Let me go. And
all right.
And we should also make the thank you page better. So let me add this. Make thank you landing page with calls to action. That's a little thing I'll throw in just because. When people go here, it should be thanks. And in case you missed it, and then have like things for the thing, search by this, do by this, sign up for our Facebook, blah, 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 that kind of thing. Because,
right.
You never know.
Okay. I have not gotten the that financing email either.
All right.
Lead.
So now let's take we're going to take a second here and just go and website preferences, domain. Okay.
There was a lead management something at the.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's take a look at that. No, that's right. This right here. Okay. So see, what's weird is that it's like, regardless, it's. Let me refresh the browser. Is that lead should be in here? It's not. Jessica White has been here. It should be whatever that finance thing is.
Right.
So so email accounts, manage accounts. Let's see what we have for accounts. Okay, so that's that. Let me go. To. Okay, it's supposed to be going to southernlivingre@gmail.
Yep.
And that's.
I'm not getting them.
Okay. Have you checked your spam folder?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay.
Nope, not in there.
Okay. Okay, so let's go to this. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. It's not being delivered to her Gmail address. Okay. Oh, yeah, and I should. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if I got a response. Yep, no, I didn't get anything. So it's definitely not going out. So that's what we gotta. So I made that task. So that'll be one of the first things we do. And what I'm gonna do is tomorrow morning I'm gonna prioritize from our discussion. I'm gonna put all the stuff that we talked about on the video here. I'm gonna put into this and make sure that I have a complete list. And then I'm gonna send it to you. And I'm gonna say, okay, go through these, make sure that I didn't miss anything, and then I'm gonna when I send that to you, I'm gonna have this in priority, so that way they're all because right now the lead's not getting delivered. That's serious. That's a serious thing. The data accuracy and making sure that the searches are right and that they're that the searcher function.
The searches are working. The search is functioning. Would probably be number one. Yeah.
Well, right. So we're just gonna go through. When you see the what I send you, the Asana project, what I send you, the way it's organized, if you're not happy, you could. Here's how you do it, and you're gonna have this video to watch, so it's no big deal. You can take this and move it up, and make that the priority. So I'm gonna send it to you as close to done as possible, and then all you're having to do is go through the checklist and go, well, this is more of a priority than that, and then you move it up, and then if for some reason you can't move it up, you just email, say, hey, the item number 7 needs to be up to number 4, and I'll just move it up, and then I'll email you, okay, so are we good? And then you say yes, and then I lock it, and then my programmer say, okay, we'll have this done in X amount of time, and boom, and then over here we get to the top part here. There is on the project manager, and then when is the project due? That's when I'll set the date, and then we're locked in.
Okay, there's one more thing that I had found on the Get Home Value. I think it was under Sellers maybe, or Home Valuation. Yeah, try that.
Okay.
Yeah, do that one, and enter you can enter your address, or I can enter mine, or whatever.
Yeah, what's the address?
2249 Salt, SALT, Wind, WIND, 2 words, separate words, Way.
This one right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It didn't do that for me earlier. It wouldn't. All right. So you're gonna just enter my. You can enter your mine as and see if you get something. Because earlier it wouldn't give me that when I hit enter. When I clicked submit or whatever, it just kept saying connecting forever, and it never connected.
Okay, so
I'm gonna try it on my end right now and see if I can if it lets me through. Okay, it went through that time. It didn't go through this morning. All right, so this is giving me, and basically this is just showing a bunch of homes, but like yours, it's blocked out to the right of it. It's saying the address, and it's saying today's date for every single one on the right. There's about 20 properties listed, but then there's a black bar, like maybe where the sold information or something is.
Here, yeah, when you put it in, you get the range. But here's
Okay.
here's the thing, and we're working on this. We're working on a better one. I like right now this is great, but there's another version that's out there that has a call to action. So so it's one of those things that let me see if I can, because we're at this particular point. Fast, about short sales. Let's see. Let's go 15 second. Okay. Let's go 50.
So what would be, okay, I'm seeing secondary lead from Wendy Green, and a lead. So I just got lead from southernliving.com. And so I just got that lead, and I just got a secondary lead that says previous lead revisited site.
Can you forward those to me so we can get that cleaned up?
Yeah, and it says request infos. Please contact, and contact spelled wrong. I hope they don't see that.
No, it comes to you. Yeah. So
and it goes to Glenn Tremain, right, at Gmail.
Right.
Okay, send that one. And let me send this other one. Okay, so I just sent those two for you.
Okay.
But it doesn't say like on either one, if one of them, okay, previous lead revisited site request contact info, and it has my name, and then the lead from lead captured Glenn. Okay, the one where you entered your email and phone number got sent to me. So the secondary lead that came to me must be the home valuation. Would that be a home valuation finder?
Yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't tell me that they want a home value or give me their
Yeah.
address or anything.
Yeah, it needs to show client more information about.
It needs to whatever address they entered to get their home value.
Just wait. About what page they went to in order to get contacted. Other info like old system you and I had. Well, I should probably He's not gonna. I had last week. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna assign it to me just because I want to make sure. Because what it seems like, that's the fact that you got something is like, okay, that's great, but how the system is supposed to work is where you get a lead notification, and it specifically says, lead, home evaluation lead, and then it has all their information, like, basically the name, email, and phone number immediately, and then view details button, and then it should have it, because that way, because there's two types of, and this is the thing, the one that's here is, I'll show you. I'll send a video on it, but because I don't want to bug the client's stuff. But basically, the thing is that I have a version that's a little better than this, and then it has a like call to action saying, hey, this information may not be as accurate because you may have done a remodel, you may be in the better to this and that, and then it already has all their information that they filled out, the name, phone number, and then the address, already pre-filled out down here, and then it has a second button that says, contact us for an agent to
no obligation,
right,
a no cost, no obligation,
right, right,
accurate home evaluation.
Yes, and that's basically what we'll have. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna turn on a demo site someplace so you can see the things that are gonna, I'll have it done in the morning so you can see the differences, and that way you can run it and test it all you want because it's no one's site. I just don't do that anymore because I don't sell to outside clients. Most of my stuff is repeat and referral, so I don't do that kind of thing. But the thing is that that's what it does. It has it's automatically filled out, and then they click on it, and then that's called the double CMA, and so you as an agent, you're getting all these notifications, and if you get too many of them, you can drown yourself out from being receptive to them because this is bogus, this is bullshit, this isn't right. Where the way I have it is that the clients get a double CMA lead. They know that's someone that is ready to think about selling their home, or they want to get their house refied. And if you have a mortgage partner, it's a really good double whammy, because no matter what, you're gonna create a deal for one of you. And so,
who happens to be my husband, my in-house lender.
nice. So when you see, we'll set it up so that when you get the notifications for the double CMA, that's a hot lead. The person that's trying to see the value of a home, that's not so hot because it could be a neighbor, it could be someone just playing around, and that's someone that you should market to in a soft sell way. But someone that does a double CMA, that person is why would they want someone to contact them if they weren't thinking about it? So that's what we'll do with that. And then I think in the video. This is fine. So, and this one, I put the chart is in here, and the boxes are a little messy, so we'll fix that up. So here's the thing, it
does show the chart if you actually enter in an amount. I did do that earlier. I put in an amount. If you enter in, the loan amount's $250, annual interest, put 4%, like where to the left,
right,
where it says annual interest percent. If you hit 4 and hit calculate, the chart will show up.
Right, but I'm an idiot. I'm Homer Simpson, and I have no idea that it's going to do that. So what I'm going to do is finance.
The only thing that's scary is it gives you it gives you your estimated monthly payment, but then it gives you the total amount paid and the total interest paid over the life of the loan, which is pretty scary. I would rather take out total payment, total interest. Put 4% in for the annual interest.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but that's a customization other than what's in the system. I can like this change that I'm going to have him do is what should be globally. Like there's stuff that's already made that we're going to make work, but anything that like stuff like this is in the system. And if it affects you, it affects everybody across the platform.
Okay.
but you did show me.
It's not a bad the way I said. The way it came. It just said total payment, total interest. $799,000 on a $200,000 house. And it's just kind of.
Yeah. Everyone and I've got people on the other side that say whatever. It's just one of those things that I totally get it. But until let's say the site makes you $1 bazillion and then you want to do like a custom thing, then it totally makes sense. It's just that we can't change it.
Right.
Other people
I understand.
Okay, so chart will load here. Needs to say put in your figures to, and then I'm gonna have to think about this too. Put in your figures to have chart show here. This is not a thing. It's got to assign to me. I got to figure out the right wording, but I just assign this because it just needs to say like it doesn't like it looks like it's like there's a problem and it needs to say put in your figures so the chart will load real results or whatever. So I got to figure the right words, but we'll get that fixed so it looks right. Okay. So now okay. So the list from the video, the Asana stuff, I'm going to send what we just talked about for almost an hour. I'm going to send this video, and then all I need you to do is just make sure that in this Asana list that all the things that you need to have done are in here. Now, let me just say this. You have to get testimonials in. That's not us. That's not a big thing. So
right.
It's not like you're doing it. But what I'm going to do is on all the tasks that are us, I'm gonna get them dialed in, and then after that, like tomorrow you'll say, yep, everything's in, everything that needs to be done is in, and then I'm gonna take like 30 minutes, go through everything, and prioritize them. Like sorry, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna email you tomorrow saying, hey, I prioritized everything, organized it. Please review it. Let me know, and then you go, yep, everything's good. I changed this priority from 12 to 3. Position 3, and then I'm like, okay, good, and then we can lock it down sometime tomorrow, and then it goes into production, and then you'll get updates. You'll see people completing things, as far as that, and you'll be getting notices. Let's see if I can show you. Let's see. Like this is another client that just basically he added stuff, changed things. And so it's like this is another client that assigned to me a task and marked this completed. So that's what'll happen. You'll get like I have an Asana, folder, and it just tells me what's up, and then that's how we'll roll. And then basically this will be, you're the third person that is to the point where it's going to be locked down. So and the other guys. They don't have. They have little adjustments. It's not like a whole going through the whole site. They have like the header needs to be redone and a couple other things need to be redone. So you're and there's a few people behind you that haven't gotten around to it. So I'd say that if we can, I'll send this video to you tonight, and then sometime tomorrow we can lock it in. Then they can start working on it on Tuesday, and depending upon now, I have several people that are going to be working on this. So what's going to happen is that the heavy lifting stuff, like the making sure that the search works, the lead's not getting to you. That's going to be one person that knows that really well. Then the others, like the little things, like making sure that the fonts are right and this or that, that's going to be someone else. I have a bunch of people that are here that are going to work on this, for you. So the main focus is getting the search, the MLS, and that dialed in. The getting the leads is the next, and then there's other things that are not requiring someone that knows MLS data and stuff like that. They're gonna be working at the same time on other tasks. So it'll be where you'll see things getting done and different people doing them.
Okay.
And then anytime you see stuff that they mark as complete, that doesn't mean that it's complete. You have to check it and say yeah, it's fine, or you mark it incomplete, or incomplete. Sorry, mark it incomplete, and then put your notes as to why. You know, like, hey, it doesn't. It does. It's 90% done, but this 10% is this right here, and that's what needs to be done. And then because I'm the project manager, I'll be getting all the updates, and so if anything that you do, I will then review and make sure that it's in Geek Speak so they can get it done, and I'll be there along the way. And all you do is email me. The only thing I'd say is texting is not going to work for me because I don't use my phone for work. I just basically, like I'm around now, and I know that things may happen. But if you text me on my phone, because I don't use it during the day, like in my normal business, I don't use it. There's only like maybe 20 people that have my number. So the thing is that I would email everything, because then I do get that, and I'm able to manage it that way.
And one last question: did you see the site when it had the rotating pictures, when you go to the site and it had the kind of the gray and the brown?
No.
And it had local?
And I just jumped into this last Wednesday, so I have no idea. Let me go. I can do this, though.
Because the way it is right now, and Wayne must have changed it a week ago or so, because I was on it. This is the first time that I've seen it this plain. Before, when you went to it, it had a rotating pictures, which were kind of pictures of Charleston, like Shem Creek and some tourists and some downtown homes, and it rotated pictures, and then it had the tabs underneath that, and of course it was just a little. To me, it looked more high end, and I really liked that better. And I didn't know if maybe that had gotten taken out because of the time delay that was mentioned or something like that. But
this is, if you look
I really
at my screen,
did like that fancier version.
This was your site on February 21st, 2015.
What the way it is right now?
Okay, are you looking at my screen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was actually on the thing. Yes, yeah. I thought that looked a little fancier.
Yeah, that's fine. That looks good.
Because to me, when you go to it now, it's just all words. Well,
that's what I was saying in the video. Is that it doesn't look right.
See all of his, all the communities and stuff that he had down there. But I really like the top of it better with the pictures. At least something nice to look at when you get there.
Yeah, no, that's.
And I like the Southern Living with the real estate written out, and then the logo underneath. The Southern Living RE, not that big of a fan. The way it's kind of done now.
No, I mean, if you give the go ahead, I'll make it to where the header looks like this.
Yeah, I like that better.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the old header style better with the picture.
Last. Yeah, and that serves a bunch of things. So I mean, it makes it to where, because that was my issue as I was like, just seems sort of plain. There's not a lot of visual. Where this,
I because that was I really always liked, because when you go to a lot of them are kind of more wordish. This one to me just looked a little nicer, and then so. Yeah, no, that's good. And if something else pops up, I'll try to go through tonight and make sure that we discussed everything. I know we pretty much talked on. The only thing, because there's not an associates tab. So if you get back to that associates real quick while I got you on the phone, if you'll go back to wherever you found the associates. Mm-hmm.
It may not come up just because.
Okay.
But let's see if it does. Looks like it is. Okay. All right. If you click on, say Ellen O'Neill. Click on her picture. Yeah. Yeah, it won't let me do that because this is actually that thing I went to is a third-party website that archives websites all over the world. So let me do. Okay. Okay. So here. So now let's. let's click
All
on
right,
that.
so click on her. Okay. All right, so go back. He may have corrected this. Go where it says back to associates page. Okay. All right, so where it says profile, go back to like Ellen and hit profile. Okay. Before, he must have corrected it already, but before, whenever you clicked on any of the agent's pictures, it automatically went to Michelle Hodson's bio and profile. But then if you hit back to associates, then you could click on a person and it would give you the correct one.
Yeah, it seems to be fine. So, but that's the
Okay.
thing, you know. So I'm gonna get things dialed in, but basically we have to like figure, you know, Monday, Tuesday at the latest. We have to get it to where we both sign off and say these are all the tasks, and this is what it's going to be to
Right.
be complete.
Okay.
Because then afterwards, that's, you know, it's like you're going to be happy. It's going to be going, and then if something does pop up, you know, we'll have to look at it to see, you know, what's up. But I've got to get it to where
Okay.
all the cars are out of the shop and everyone's done, and then
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Can
Okay.
you make sure, and I don't, on the email that I had sent him, the most recent one with the associates items, that I would like to have the owners at the top, mine being broker in charge, and John Varun is the other co-owner with me. If we can have ours at the top.
Okay, then what I need you to do is put that as an Asana task in here.
Okay.
Click in here
All right,
and
so-
just make a task, and then
Okay.
list it as detailed as possible. That's for two things.
Okay.
I'm sure I could do it, but if you do it, then you're getting familiar with Asana, and then it will be easier when you need to do something when I'm not around. You know, like if you do it
Okay.
and you say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm having trouble, then reach out. But
Right.
make sure,
Okay.
and then after you do that, anything else that needs to go in, like see some of these things I put in, they're not really like it's not fully complete, but at least the topic's there. So if you're like, well,
Right.
I don't know how to word it, just pop in here, you know, type whatever, and you know, this task is based on whatever, and I need to talk to Glenn, and that's what we do.
Okay.
And then we get it
Okay.
ironed out.
That sounds good.
Okay. Well.
All right.
We're
Thank
good.
you.
Sure,
Finally.
we're good for, yeah, we're good for now. We'll get things dialed in, and you know, hopefully we'll have things, you know, nice and tight this week.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.